There it is, folks. I just took apart the signature leg press machine, brought it up the basement stairs, got it loaded all by myself into the pickup truck. You would think those triangular side plates are the heaviest part of the machine, but no. It's this little bugger right here, this carriage right there. That thing weighs a ton. And once again, I had to winch it to get it off the machine. It's the only way to do it with one person. Two strong guys could probably do it, but by myself, I was able to get it off, and then had my wife help me once it got closer to the floor. So it worked out okay. So today's, I think, day 4 of the moving out of the gym. See you in a bit. I did sustain a little injury moving that leg press. I was up on a step stool. The step stool collapsed and I came crashing down on top of the leg press machine. It was not pleasant. At the storage area again, so far what I got from the gym, the 1,975 pounds of weight plates in the corner. I took apart the decline bench, that's right there. A couple more benches in the middle. More of that balance of weights over there. That hoist rack that you saw in the earlier videos is right there. And I'm about to unload the signature leg press, and I'll probably put it right alongside that hoist plate rack. So we're going to try to get this thing off the tailgate and onto the ground. Let's see what happens. It's the best thing to, the hardest thing to do is to try to find places to grip on this thing. Here we go. All right, we got that down. Now we just need to get the other pieces down. Also, when you're moving stuff that's beast-like, you can see I have this right on a pivot point where the triangle comes to its narrowest portion. I'm holding this up with one hand and balanced right on that portion of the frame. And that way you can figure out ways to walk these things to where you want them without actually having to lift them off the ground. And that's what I'm about to do. I'm just going to walk this in place right next to that stuff over there. It's now in place right up next to the other two pieces. When I lean these, I usually try to leave as little weight as possible against the walls. I can still lift all three of them together with one hand, but there's just enough weight to hold them where they belong. I don't want to damage anyone's property and make sure that there's no weight against those tin walls. So I just got to pull off the other one and unload a couple other small parts, and I'll be good to go to the next thing at home. Catch you in a bit. Well, basically what I did, I just slid this thing straight back, got it up against the tailgate, slowly lifted it and just let her down easy. And I highly suggest you get some of these little 4-wheel dollies from Harbor Freight. I'm about to just tip this right up onto that dolly and wheel it over there with the other one and then jockey it into position. With these little dollies, they really make easy the hard work that you will run into. I bought 3 of them and I've got them all over the place because they come in so handy for different things you'll be moving around. That's it. See you soon. Signature leg press is loaded. And lots of room to go for the rest of the stuff. All the dumbbells are up from the basement. That's all the heavy ones loaded right there. There's the rest of them over here. Put all the small ones in a box to make it easier to pull up the stairs. Put all these on the rack to transport to the truck easier. Day 4, load number 2, dumbbell racks, all the heavy dumbbells, the squat max machine, all heading over there right now.